Hi everyone, Lisa here, and welcome to the weekly angel message. And it is for the week of Sunday, December 8th, 2019. I'm sorry it's a bit late. If you watch my podcast, I had some activities over the weekend and then I got very drained, so I had to step back and give myself some rest. And you may notice I'm still a little bit tired, but I'm here. And you may also notice the vision board in the background. It's hitting the road soon, and it is a vision board of my life, and vision boards do work as wonderful manifestation tools. So if you don't have one, it's very important to create one, because you do have free will and you do have the ability to create the life that you desire. So for those of you coming back, thank you so much for your interest, for your support. Please like and subscribe and share the videos. I'd appreciate it so much. For those of you who are discovering me for the first time, welcome. So for those of you coming for the first time and for those of you returning, I'm going to give you a trigger warning right now. I'm going to speak about Trump, okay? I'm an American citizen. I'm coming to you from the East Coast. And I had a moment this morning, so I called on the angels to talk about it. And I asked them if I should talk about it with you. And they gave some great advice, so I'm going to do it. But as one of the earliest videos I did, I brought up President Trump, and I got one email that said you shouldn't go there. Guys, I serve, okay? I serve. And so sometimes when you serve, you have to go there. So I'm going to go there. So here's the thing. I was triggered this morning because someone who advertises as someone who channels angels, is intuitive and such, was posting on social media about her support for President Trump. And not in a spiritual way, but in a fan club kind of way. Okay? And it bothered me. It bothered me because intuition is important. And we are in a time when it is so divisive. And I guess the human side of me would like to think that everyone who works as a spiritual healer, teacher, life coach, that uses your intuition, intuitive life coach as I am, if you want to call it psychic reader, whatever you want to call it, even medium, because they're connected to heaven, it's just so important that those that are doing this work are real. And I was triggered because I feel that if someone is talking about loving, and I don't mean loving, let's pray for President Trump, because we should all pray for him and for his role as president. But when someone is talking about him in a way of, I like him as a person, I love his spirit, he has shown such disrespect, all of this, I feel like intuition should know the type of person that he was, the type of person that he is, and perhaps the person he will be. But hopefully, as I said, it's I pray for him. Maybe at some point, free will, we can use our free will to change. So I've known, because of my work, about President Trump long before he was president. And he has not changed. He is still the same man who just this week plans on cutting food stamps for 700,000 children. He has incited violence. He is caging children and not giving them Medicare or proper food, and they are dying. They're also being mistreated in other ways. He has admitted to being guilty of everything he's being impeached for. And there's just a lot more going on, okay? I cannot support that. While I can pray for him, and while I don't hate him, because I know that he can bring about a higher purpose if we learn, if we take him as a learning tool. of what we want in this world and what we don't, what we want to be and what we don't want to be. Anyone on a spiritual path should see that type of energy, and the energy around it should be overcome for the higher good, for the higher good of all. And so when I see my peers supporting, and not supporting in a way, because there is a wonderful nun on Twitter, and she prays for him every day, and she sends him prayers every day, and I'm sure he doesn't realize this, but that's good. That's good. That's different. I know that God in heaven loved Donald Trump at the same as they love me, equally. And I'm all right with that. I know that God and the angels love all of us equally, all creations. And that goes back to history. No matter who was on this earth in history, no matter who they were, no matter what they did, they were loved. However, that doesn't mean, well, let's just say in this case it's different. In this case, many people are choosing to like the baser qualities that he lives by. The I'm in this for myself qualities that he lives by. And that's what I was bothered by this today. Because we need those working for the higher good. We need those working for heaven on this earth right now. This is not meant to be negative, but we are in a time of spiritual warfare. And we're at a time of change, as I've said before in my previous videos, where heaven is coming to earth. And so these times are important, and what is being exposed within ourselves is important, because it has to be exposed in order to be elevated. And President Trump shows us what needs to be elevated. Bluntly, point blank. So I asked the angels this morning, I called in Archangel Michael, because I'm not supposed to judge. And I don't want to judge those who, as I said, promote themselves as being in connection with heaven. And I don't want to judge people that have always been loving to me or kind to me, who for some reason find this man and the people around him admirable. I don't want to judge. I'm not supposed to judge. So I called in Archangel Michael, Raphael, all the archangels, my personal angels, and I said, please, should I speak about this? And if so, what should I say? What do you have to say to me about it? What do I have to do about this? Because I don't want to judge. I know it's not the thing to do. What do you say? What do you say? And they said to me, and somewhat of it I was not surprised, they said to me that there are those on this earth at this time who are just in their own place, wishing to have their own truth. And you cannot overcome that in any other way but with love. And love is tolerance. But love is not tolerance that you don't speak up or remain silent or just let things happen. Heaven sees, our angels see. They've just told me this. They see why the impeachment is important. They are not emotionally connected to it, but they understand the consequences that brought it about. They tell me that this is a time when many of us are exposing different aspects of ourselves, different facets. Some good, some bad, some not pretty. But they tell me that only love can overcome. The thing is, it's tough because you can't tell a person that they're wrong when you know that they're not reading the situation the way it is. The angels told me that this morning. They're not going to accept that things are different than the way they think. But we can be kind to one another, and we can give love, and we can give understanding, because there's not one person who supports this president that was born yesterday. All of us come with our own story. And some yearn for a connection with heaven, and some think they haven't. Perhaps they do. And the angels tell me we should always pray that if they do have a connection with heaven, that they use it for the highest good. And that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm always trying to do that, to use it for the highest good. And so what I'm going to do, and maybe I'd like to suggest it to you guys, I think I do want to suggest that the angels do. When I see something that I know is way off, I'm just going to send loving vibes to that person. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to send loving vibes through the computer into their body if they're in front of me, through the telephone line, or however I am, through the TV if I have to. I'm just going to send them love. I'm going to send love to someone like Representative Jim Jordan, Representative Matt Gaetz, anyone who's being dishonest on TV, I'm going to send love to. Anybody who is not working for the higher good. Because all of us, that is our way of working for the higher good, is to always send love. And you can just send vibes. And then if you send vibes, you're being active and you don't have to worry about keeping silent or speaking up. I'm going to throw out speaking up here and there. I did it yesterday. I did it this morning on my own Facebook page, but on my personal page. But it's most important to send that vibration. And if you are one who's listening to this and you don't see how I see, try to send love yourselves to those that you disagree with, that you don't understand. Because if we're all sending each other love, it will change the earth for the better and quicker. I'm going to pull some cards now from the angels, and today I'm using the Dorian Virtue deck, Saints and Angels. See what they'd like to add to this. Happy holidays. There we go. I'm going to pull, I think just two. Yeah. Do I want a third? Yes. Okay. There's one that's a message. There's one that's like a answer. Three. Okay. The fourth one was wise decision, but I didn't feel like that one really applied here. That's why. I didn't want you to think, on the bottom of the deck, you're a leader. So you're being called on to be a leader if you're listening to this and you are using your intuition, using your higher consciousness, in touch with it. You're a leader. Be a leader. The first card from the angels, pray. As I did today, I prayed because I don't want to be a part of the problem. I don't want to be a part of the lower energy. I don't want to be a part of the hate because I don't have a desire to hate. And so I prayed. Pray for help. Pray for wisdom. Pray for understanding. Pray for the answers. Pray for the truth. Are you willing to pray for the truth? Okay? To put aside how you were raised, how you normally vote, and pray for the truth. I don't belong to a political party because I always read everybody I vote for. I read everybody in my life. That's very important to do. That way, you know that you're always working for your highest good and the highest good of all, and that you're bound to have the best life. So it's pray. Pray for help during this time in every way, because we're coming to the end of a year and the angels want us to focus on the new year. They actually want us to skip over the next few weeks. Believe it or not. Maybe we should. No. It's a good time. And pray on the focus of 2020. And 2020 is going to start off quite... it's going to have some activity to it, I'll say, at the end of this month and into the beginning of the year. The angels show me that for some of you, you're going to have to fight for yourself, whether you're fighting for yourself legally, whether it be about a relationship or children or work, whatever. It's starting out of fighting for yourself. And there's also going to be some tumultuousness around the world. So globally, we may be affected at the beginning of this year, and also personally for some of you watching this. But it's all meant to turn out good. 2020 is actually meant to be a really good year overall. And so do know that. It's not going downhill from here. But the more that you are of your higher consciousness, the better your world will turn out. Higher consciousness means connected to heaven, praying, meditation, doing vision boards, I ams, I am lovable, I am worthy, I am deserving, treating each other with kindness and understanding, not stirring the pot, no, not judging, not worrying about what somebody else has, all that kind of thing, out the window. 2020 is a year of transition, another year of transition. And it will be a good one for many of us, for all of us as a whole, but for many of you as well. Second card is the solution. Higher education. Angels want you to get educated, okay? You don't have to go to higher education necessarily, but don't be a fool. Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you hear. You don't even have to believe me. Though I can tell you can trust me. Because I wouldn't be doing this work if I wasn't trustworthy. Because my boss, and I'm not going to do anything to get in trouble. So I want to go to heaven. And I work every day to make sure I get there. And so make sure that you're informed. Make sure that your sources are reliable, that they've been fact-checked, that they've been checked out, okay? Don't go off the slant that you're used to. Don't go off of what you would like to hear. Go off of what is really true, because it works both ways. No. Not all politicians are corrupt. Not all CEOs are awful. Not every billionaire cheats, okay? It's not all, you can't lump everything up. But know the truth, because the truth serves. The truth literally sets you free. Okay? Third card from the angels, faith. 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 I need faith. Oh my gosh, that's why I connected into the archangels this morning. So help me with my faith. Because I'm about done with people sometimes. Okay? Where is the judgment? Where is the moral compass? Where's the wisdom? Where's the decency? I know it's there, but large masses, it's missing. So I had to ask for faith. I had to ask for me to increase my faith, to increase what's best about me this morning, rather than go off on social media and blast someone, or more than one. Okay? Ask for the help with your faith. Also, give blind faith. Extend out your faith. So important, because faith always rewards. Faith always rewards. So important. It's time for the pick. Pick 3. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. I will put the timestamps at the bottom of this video, probably tonight though. Sorry about that. I have to head out to work. Long day. These cards, I thought, because it's the time of year, I just threw them at you guys. Time of year, I thought, why not? Angels and Abundance. Again, Doreen Virtue, featured artist. It's an evil laugh I just had. And so, I just thought during this time when we feel like we might want more because we have to shop, or we want to shop for people, just because of the joy of the season, angels and abundance cards are appropriate. So 1, 2, or 3. Think of your number now. If you want to take all 3, it's definitely appropriate. Go ahead and listen to the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Okay. Wow, it's interesting, these cards. So interesting. Okay, number 1s. Now, but because of the beautiful auric, lighting here, I might have to put the reading glasses on, but I'm going to try and read this without them. Your first card. Take a divinely guided change. Look at that. It's almost holiday-like, Christmassy. Look at this beautiful children. Doesn't it look like this season? The card says, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Number 1s, it's time for change. It's time to take the risk. It's time to decide what is important for you. I feel like it's really for number 1s this week, especially towards the end. Well, we're coming to the end of this week, aren't we? Well, it's Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday, right? Tuesday. I would say probably by Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week. You may very well be called to start to focus on the changes necessary for 2020. Perhaps some of you will be called to make job changes, relationship changes. Maybe some of you want to make relationship changes, but you're holding out until you get through the holidays so it doesn't disrupt your household or the children. Whatever is appropriate for you, whatever meaning you take from this card of what change is important, that's what's meant for you. So number 1s, it's your angels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. They are all, and there's more here. There's Ezekiel, there's Uriel. They're all here. Shamuel is here. They're all telling you it is appropriate to make this change. So if you've been wondering, if you should make change. If you're wondering if you're wanting approval for that change, if you've been thinking about it for a while, the angels are telling you, yes, it is all right to make change. It is time for change. It is appropriate. And you can set it up in baby steps, the change. It doesn't have to be a big leap of change. It's whatever, it's outside your comfort zone, but it was ever also at the same time a comfortable pace for you. So this week, number ones, start to implement the changes more for that divine guidance of change for the new year. Whatever you focus on, it will happen, it will be successful. So it is worth the focus, the planning, the plotting, whatever you would like in whatever change you're seeking. And if it's every area of your life, well done. It will be implemented. If the success of it will happen if you implement it, start now. Number twos. Release jealousy. Okay, number twos. We all have human moments. The card says jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. This week, number twos. What you see that you like, that another has, you can also have. You just simply have to ask, and it is yours. Jealousy is an affirmation that says there is lack, that there is something missing, that there is not enough, and that none of that is true. So this week, whether it involves a situation, a material item, a person, an experience, whatever it is that is missing from your life this week that you see somewhere, you can also have it for yourself. Ask and you shall receive. Go out and get it. Ask and then be willing to open the doors and windows and take the action steps to bring it into you as well. There is no such thing as lack. It is a state of mind. I am not saying, nor are the angels saying, that what you're experiencing is not difficult or is not real to you. We are just telling you that when you ask, forces start getting into action, start coming into play to bring that to you. Make sure it's what you want. Okay? Number threes. Quiet retreat week. I think I might need this. Yes. Actually, I think it's possible for me because I've gotten a lot of things done. So I think I can actually, not today, long day, but maybe step back a bit this week. Quiet retreat. It is time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Number threes, you're the people most stressed this week. You are the people that are frazzled, that feel like you do not have enough time to get everything done. Step back, because time is physical, time is man-made. Time is really an illusion. It doesn't exist in heaven. Everything is in the now in heaven, in the present. So try to take time this week, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes a day, just for quiet solace. Meditation. Take a moment to read a good book. Take a walk somewhere that's quiet. Whatever you need to do, retreat. The more centered your mind, the more happier you feel, the more you feel the holiday spirit, the less stress you will have. It's so very important. So the angels are asking of you this week to retreat for your own sanity, for your own state of mind, for your own peace, for your own well-being. That's the answer they have for you. That's the way to get it done this week. I'm going to shuffle one last card from this particular deck from the angels for our closing words from the angels today. There we are. Last card. Blessings of abundance. Aren't they amazing? Amazing. The angels want you to have it all. Abundance is more than just material things. It's health, it's relationships, it's peace of mind, it's happiness, it's joy. The angels wish this for you. I wish this for you as well, guys. All right? I started out with a rant a bit, but I did that rant because it's so important. So important for us during this time in our world to have answers, to understand that we're all human. I'm human. And the world can get to me too because I'm an empath. And for those of you watching this that are empaths as well, we can be here for each other. We can help each other. We are meant to help each other. We are all meant at this time to make the world a better place. Be a part of that team. Be on God's team, making this world a better place. Okay? I wish you well this week. I wish you rest. I wish you blessings. I wish you fun. I wish you holiday spirit. Thank you for joining me again, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.